Hey everyone, Towelliee here. We're going to do a little update on my live streaming tutorial. Last time we made a video update for my live streaming, I showed you guys how to basically connect the PS3 or Xbox through the Aver Media to the TV, how to use Xsplit, etc., etc. Well, I've kind of evolved a little bit since then. So we're going to show you the latest version of Xsplit that I'm using and the new program that I'm using to capture my gaming. That program is called Dxtory. Dxtory. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's a program that I paid for. It cost about $37, $40. What it does is it basically captures the actual feed of the game that you're playing from the video card itself. It doesn't capture it through some sort of process. For instance, normally on Xsplit, you would hit Add Screen Region. You would choose the region, or hit anywhere here, as long as it's whatever resolution you're using on your desktop is what's going to come up. And then you go on your XSplit, you take it here, you stretch it out, bam. All you got to do is hit broadcast, bam. You're streaming to the public, right? No big deal. But what happens is once you capture your entire screen region, it's going to start using all the processes running in the background on your desktop. For instance, all these processes here are going to start juicing up your CPU as you're live streaming, which is going to result in a huge loss of frames per second. All right, your FPS is going to be horrid. Now, what Dxtory does is it grabs the feed directly from your video card and just shoots it out to the public through broadcaster, through XSplit, on your live stream, wherever you may be live streaming, on 380.tv, Twitch, hopefully Twitch. And it higher your frames per second significantly. Like, I basically jumped about 30 to 40 FPS, and not only that, it makes it so that the game is running smoother because you have no other processes in the background really bogging down your computer, because the Dxtory is taking the feed directly from your video card. Now, let's get rid of this screen region here. So the current version of Xsplit that I'm using is 0504 Public Beta 6. You can find the latest at xsplit.com and get the latest beta version. Now, I am a premium license holder. I paid about like $70 for a 2-year license, or I think it was less, like $60 for a 2-year license, and it's pretty easy. I mean, I suggest it. I think Xsplit's the best broadcasting software out there. Sometimes they come out with some new beta version that could fuck up. I never actually update my Xsplit to new beta versions. I wait till they're stable, till I hear other people from other live streams are not having any issues, and then I download it. Yeah, I know, I use them as guinea pigs to test it, but whatever. They got to do what they got to do. So here's how it works. So we're going to go first to my new settings. I've changed my settings a bit. We're going to go to Tools, General Settings. We're going to go to here. Now, Game Source is the same concept as Dxtory. It takes the actual source of the video feed from your video card. Bam. Using no other processes. So that means that while you're live streaming your video game, you can actually Alt-Tab, do some work on like Chrome or something, and the people won't see it. They'll still see what's going on your video game screen, depending on what video game you choose to play. Now, my microphone is the new Blue Yeti microphone. It is amazing. I suggest it for anybody. I love it. I feel like I'm like the fucking Howard Stern of broadcasting through Twitch.tv and live stream gaming. It is amazing. Now, resolutions, that's pretty simple. Choose the resolutions you think you can actually play at. I choose 1080p because sometimes I stream at 1080p. 900, 720 is what is usually the norm nowadays. Just pick as many as you think that you would need. So for channels, this is what I do. Now, normally you would hit add justin./twitch.tv. You would hit your username, password, choose your channel, and then the location. Now, here's where it gets tricky. You can choose East Coast, London, Miami, New York. You can choose all these places, right? Or you can choose default. It'll try to find the best connection for you. I do it a little differently. What was that? What do we got here? Update. Twitter. I use RTMP. Now, let me be honest with you. I have no fucking clue what the hell RTMP is, okay? But I use it. Because one of the staff members really helped me with my settings. So I went to add custom RTMP. Now, I'm just going to put my normal name, Towelliee. Description, I am a boss. Now, the RTMP URL is very key here. I use this one right here. It is RTMP : / live / lax. Lax is Los Angeles. .justin.tv / app. Now, that's the actual connection that my Xsplit will connect to broadcast to the public. Okay? I'm not choosing West Coast. I'm not choosing East Coast. I'm choosing specifically Los Angeles, whereas it's closest to where Twitch is actually located. I don't know if that even matters. I'm pretty sure their servers are all over the world. But I want to connect as close to Los Angeles, where their servers are over there, as possible. So maybe yours could be Texas, like TX. I'm not exactly sure. I'll try to find out that information for you after I'm done with this video, and I'll post a comment with an update on how you can update yours. This has been, in my opinion, the best way to connect. It gives me the best bandwidth and everything. Now, stream name is basically your stream user ID. It starts with like live _ and a bunch of numbers. You have to find that on the Justin.tv page. Go to like, your own personal name and look for your stream key. And you got to put that in here. It could be whatever. Now, user agent, I always just choose Xsplit. Now, my new settings, I leave my quality between 6 and 8. My VBV max bit rate, which is basically the way I see it in layman terms, this number is the number of, I guess, megabits per second, or I guess, kilobytes per second, that your upload speed is going to be consuming to stream to the public. For instance, if I put 3,000, that means I should have at least maybe like like a 3 megabit upload connection. That's the way I've it's been explained to me. When I first started, I was doing about 2,000, which is good. So what I do now is I just go about 2,700, because my upload speed is about like 5.5, 6 now. So sometimes they say you want to do 1/3 of your upload connection. I do kind of like maybe half. So I'm at about 2,700 max bit rate. Where I live, there's not that many people using the internet. My girlfriend's barely here, so she doesn't use her computer that much. And when she is here, she doesn't use the computer. So it's like 2,700. Over here is the buffer. Now, I'm not sure what the fucking buffer is. If someone can explain to me what the buffer is, I don't know. But the staff members at Twitch told me to put it at about 100 more than your actual max bit rate. So that's 2,800. I think the buffer is like the room between 2,700 and 2,800, like some sort of maybe cushion space that it has to max out or something. I don't know. The codecs is always X264. For audio format, I always change this to I'm not sure why I can't change it here. It's weird. Yeah, there you go. Codec AAC LC, 44.100, 16-bit stereo, and 128,000 bit rate. And that should make your sound pretty crisp and clear for everybody. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is custom RTMP. It's very different than what the normal connection is. So try that out. See if you like it. If you don't, I don't know, man. Don't know what to tell you. Sorry. You can do it your own way, or you can do it this way. You can hit add Justin, add your information, choose default location or anywhere near you. That's fine. Or you could do it RTMP, which I think is very useful. Now for the other settings. Now once you do all that, you save it. Right here, resolution is the resolution that you're going to stream at. So I'm already set to 720p HDTV video. Frame rate, I always have it set to 30. You can lower it to 25 if you're having issues. Sometimes when you're watching a live stream and somebody is like playing and they turn and everything gets really fuzzy, that's the FPS. So if it's really, really, really fuzzy, you're probably at 25. Switch it to about 30, and it should probably look a lot more crisp. Scale point is the size of this actual window. I have it set small. If you have it set bigger, it'll use up more of your CPU. We don't want that. I have mine set right now to about 50%. And that's pretty much about it. I've never used these announce tools. I think it sends like a tweet message out. Now, Dxtory. Here we go. This is going to be a little crazy. With this program, I'll show you how it works, okay? Let's go ahead and hopefully it works. Let's launch Star Wars The Old Republic, shall we? We're going to launch Star Wars. Let me go and enter my information on the opposite screen in case you guys have some sort of software that can figure out what my password is. Fucking fiends. So, consolecrusader@gmail.com. Password likes to spooge. Let me get my security key here. I know, pretty long video, kind of boring, but you know what? If you're actually interested in live streaming, all this stuff is pretty relevant. And let's start playing. Now, I'm going to give you the Dxtory settings. I'm pretty sure, hopefully this captures the actual video game. If it does, it'll be awesome. I currently have I have all my video games set to like windowed mode. So yeah. So now in Dxtory, we're on Star Wars, right? You're going to open a program. It's going to detect that Star Wars right now is playing, right? Star Wars.exe. Let's go through these tabs. Here, nothing. All these little buttons here, like video FPS, that's the upper left-hand corner. We see the numbers. I could just get rid of those easily like that, but I like keeping them up there because I like to know what FPS I'm getting. So the next one is this little folder setting. You don't need to know anything about that. Keyboard setting, I just have it as default. I have F12 as my stop movie capture, which you will need. Now in here, I have everything set to default. I don't have any special video codec or something being used. I'm okay with that. My frame rate is 30 frames per second. For output, it's going to have this one checked off. Uncheck file output, just the way it is here is how you should have it. Include mouse cursor, that's really your preference. I don't know if you like doing that. That's up to you. For audio, leave it at PCM and 4800 16-bit stereo. Or you can hit 44 like you have for the Xsplit setting. I'm not sure which setting takes precedence, whether it be the one in your Xsplit or Dxtory. I haven't figured that out, but my sound sounds amazing. My recording audio device is my Yeti stereo microphone. For this screen right here, leave everything the same. This is, I think, is all for just screenshot capturing. Now, advanced settings. You always want to have this checked off. Start movie capture when detected. Have this checked off because that's how you're going to make the feed of the video card get to your Xsplit. I'll show you in a second. Now, this right here is the same. I don't know what all these other things do for CPU processing. That could be something really useful. I'm not sure. We'll have to check that out. And that's pretty much it. Expires unlimited power. Now, you're asking, how do I get this screen on my Xsplit? Now, this is going to be the easy part. You're going to love this. So, okay. So, in your Xsplit, you're going to go to Add, Camera, Dxtory Video 1. And that's it. There it is. Bam. That's all you had to do. Now, this is how you activate it and deactivate it. You go to your game and you press your F12 button, which is what starts and captures the video. So I'm going to hit here, F12. We're going to go back to my Xsplit. It's not there anymore. Why? Because I'm not actually capturing any video. Go back to the game, press F12 again, go back to your Xsplit. There it is. That's it. Now you're ready to stream to your public whatever game you're playing. Now, if you want to alt-tab and look at porn, midget porn, whatever you want to do, if you want to download from, like, I don't know, if you want to look at sports pages, while you're doing that, people will always be looking at only the video game feed. They will not see what's on your desktop unless you want them to. You could always create a separate scene like this and go add region, desktop, and then you could just switch between the two. As you can see, the desktop is here at the bottom of the broadcaster. And if you go back to scene 1, so you can create like up to 12 scenes. You can have one scene be like your Xbox. You could be one scene can be your PS3. One scene, it could be like everything. It could be totally like whatever you want it to be. Now, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. So that's the settings for Dxtory. You can use the same settings for every other game you play, but it's a simple thing. The order in which you want to start the programs is I always start Dxtory first, then the video game, then Xsplit. And that's pretty much it. And once again, the how I got the video up here, let me remove it, is I went add, camera, Dxtory video 1. And then you take it and you stretch it out. And that's it. Now, in Dxtory, there's a very, very important thing you have to do. Down here, there is a video setting button, the yellow button with the TV. Hit that. I'll show you in a second what's going to happen. Once you hit that, you need to put the actual streaming resolution. My screen resolution for gaming is 1920 by 1080. You have to put here your actual width and height for your broadcasting. I put 1280 by 720. So once again, it's this little yellow button. We're going to go to Star Wars. Hit the yellow button. 1280 by 720. Hit OK. They're good to go. That's the way that Dxtory is going to show it, 720p to your public. And that's pretty much it. Once again, Dxtory grabs the feed directly from the video card, which makes your FPS skyrocket. It makes your game smooth. You won't have any interrupts, any delay or anything retarded like that. It will be amazing. I guarantee you it. I strongly suggest purchasing it or grabbing a beta or grabbing an older version and playing around with it. So this has basically been just an update on the tools that I've been using to live stream. If you guys have any questions at all, just by all means, just let me know, and I'll try my best to help you out. I'm here all the time. There you go. Dxtory says no, it's gone. I'm always on my Twitter, Roberto at tgn.tv. I don't know. There's like 18 million avenues you can contact me at. So if you guys have any questions on any of this stuff, okay, hook it up. I'll hook you up. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Peace out.